Now next point is nuclear fusion reactions. Now this is here nuclear fusion reactions. It is a opposite as concerned to fission. Now here union can take place. When we have taken as a lighter nuclei, these lighter nuclei they can be combined with each other. If we have taken this will be deuterium, this can be tritium, having atomic number 1 and 1. They can be used alpha particles. One neutron is ejected and 17.6 millielectron volt energy can be evolved, it can be released. Means here we have taken the nucleus, very lighter nucleus means single atomic numbers. It can be used 17.6 millielectron volt energy by the unions, and therefore as compared to nuclear fission, here fusion can be used tremendous amount of energy in case of the lighter nuclei. Now generally fusion reaction can be defined as the nuclear reaction in which two or more lighter nuclei unite together and formation of medium mass nuclei can be take place with a release of tremendous amount of energy. It is called as the nuclear fusion reactions. Now this nuclear fusion reaction, it can be very important by the combinations of such lighter nuclei, and it can be expressed in case of two types of the cycles. One will be called as the proton-proton cycle, which can be given by the scientist, you can say Bethe, and second can be taken as concerned to here Hans Bethe and C.F. von Weizsäcker. They have been proposed the carbon-nitrogen cycle in 1938, and generally they have given as concerned to very lighter nuclei, they can be combined together and formation of, you can say, high amount of energy can take place, and during this year lighter nuclei they can be united together and formation of heavy nuclei can be take place. Now generally both the cycles they can be explained as concerned to protons. If we have taken H11, if we have taken 4 protons together, formation of alpha particles, again here 2 positrons can be obtained. Here 24.64 millielectron volt energy can be obtained. Now this reaction can be explained here, that is according to scientist Bethe, proton-proton cycle can take place at the cooler stars like Sun at the temperature of 2 into 10 raised to 7 kelvins, and when we have taken here cooler star temperature is less as compared to here, that is carbon-nitrogen cycles, and therefore if we have taken here, that is in these 4 reactions 4 protons can be taken. First, that is H11, both can be combined together, formation of H12 can be occurs, and during this year 1 positron can be emitted 0.42 into 2 times. This energy can be released, means 0.84 millielectron volt energy can be released in this first, that is reactions. Now second reaction, what happens? H12, here we have taken again 1 proton can be added, and therefore it can be used He23, here 5.50 millielectron volt multiplied by 2 times, means here that is 11 millielectron volt energy can be obtained. This will be the second step. Now third step, what happens here? This union can be used the use of 1 proton here, and therefore He23 it can use alpha particles plus 2 protons can be ejected, and here 12.80 millielectron volt energy can be obtained. By combinations, by cancellation, here we get as the use of 4 protons, it can be used alpha particles plus 2 positron can be obtained. Again here that is 24.64 millielectron volt energy can be obtained. Now this reaction, such reactions can be occurs, such union fusion reaction can be occurs near the cooler stars like Sun, where the temperature can be taken as 2 into 10 raised to 7 kelvins, and therefore that is this will be first part as concerned to fusion reactions, where the that is a fusion of this 4, that is you can say proton can be occurs in the proton-proton cycles. Now second part can be taken where the carbon-nitrogen cycle can be explained with the use of, here that is fusion of lighter nuclei can be occurs, but here hot stars will be takes place. that is the temperature. This will be taken as concerned to higher, that is 5 into 10 raised to 8 Kelvin temperature, and here hot stars can be taken, and therefore these two scientists, Hans Bethe, that is H. Bethe and C. F. von Weizsäcker, they have been carried out this carbon nitrogen cycles. Firstly, what happens here? The atmospheric carbon having 612, it can be combined with the 1 protons, and it is converted into nitrogen 713. When we have taken nitrogen 713, it is unstable. Again, it can be converted into stable forms. Now, generally here, release of 1.94 milli-electron volt energy can be occurs. Again, this here, that is nitrogen 713. This is unstable. It will be goes into stable forms. That is carbon 613. This will be isotope of the carbon. One positron can be emitted. 1.20 milli-electron volt energy can be obtained, and therefore again one second, that is proton can be used. Carbon 613 plus H11, here nitrogen 714 can be obtained by the release of 7.55 milli-electron volt energy. Now again one proton can be taken here. Nitrogen 714 plus H11. Here we get as a oxygen 15. It will be unstable by the release of 7.29 milli-electron volt energy. Now again here, that is O8 15 means this will be unstable. It will be converted into stable forms. Nitrogen 15. Again, that is one positron can be emitted. 1.74 milli-electron volt energy can be released. Now each time there is a release of energy, because these are very lighter nuclei. Again, that is nitrogen 715 plus H11. Here we get as a carbon 612, which we have taken here. That is originally, initially we have taken as a atmospheric carbon. This carbon can be released here. Again we get as alpha particles. Again 4.96 milli-electron volt energy can be released. Now in this way, by the use of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, that is protons, generally it is converted into alpha particles plus 2 positrons plus 24.68 milli-electron volt energy can be released. In this way, that is the fusion product, it can be used as concerned to liberation of high amount of energy as compared to fission reactions. Now here very lighter nuclei, they can be combined, heavy nuclei can be obtained. What happens in case of fission? There is a heavy nuclei is broken down into 2 or more medium mass nuclei. Again liberation of the energies. Now here what happens again? When we have taken here, that is the nuclear fission and fusions, that is union breakdown. Now again temperature, when you have taken, that is they can be compared here, and don't forget that such types of the nuclear fission reactions, it can be used high amount of energy as compared to fission reactions. Now next we will see the use of the uranium, thorium, again plutonium in case of the energy formations. That is next point.